Today we're going to do a quick update. This is going to be like a sneak peek, this new feature. It's called pre-published checks. Every time you make a video on YouTube does this thing called checks, right? It runs a whole bunch of checks to make sure that the video doesn't have copyrights, doesn't have any issues with it. These checkpoints are making sure that your video is suitable for YouTube to put ads on there. This is like stuff that's behind the scenes, but YouTube wants for us to be able to see how these things work. And they're going to make it real easier for us to understand. YouTube is trying to make things easier now with their language, explaining how if your video gets demonetized or if there's any issues with your video before it's published, YouTube now will have this feature called pre-published checks. And the point of that is to make sure that your video does not publish with issues. So like that, you can be able to fix it before the video is put out there. So this new feature, it'll be checking off certain stages on your video as YouTube is looking at it to make sure it's suitable. So before you publish it, you'll know if you have issues so you could fix it. This is part of the new transparency that YouTube is trying to be upfront and transparent. When you publish a video, it's always recommended not to put it in public yet. Don't publish it until it's processed. Don't put the video out yet, because if you have claims, copyrights, then if you have to re-edit it, you want to make sure it's not in public yet, because like that you won't lose velocity, traction. That means, let's say 1,000 people watched it, and then you got to bring it back to re-edit it so you could get it monetized and get rid of the claim. That's going to take away from your views, from the popularity of the video. So what you want to do is, before all of that happens, you want to make sure you fix it. You upload the video. First thing you do is not made for kids, right? Type in the title and description of the video. Put on the monetization on your video. Make sure you put on the monetization. That right there is called the check step. That process inside your studio is called the check step. So as you can see, the check marks, it'll check for copyright issues, monetization, if it's suitable and all that. It takes less than 4 minutes for the whole process. Remember, in the past, you never was able to see that. You had to wait till it rendered. Now you're gonna see the steps. Let's suppose YouTube finds a claim. It says, hey, there's a claim on this. You're not gonna get monetized. It'll give you the option on the right-hand side here to fix it, as you can see here. So you can see, you'll hit the details button, see details, open it up and see why it has a claim or copyright, right? So you can see it. So you can either change the song, delete the song, right? So you can fix the video before you publish it. Now again, let's say if you want to ignore it, you could do that. YouTube will remind you before it publishes that there is an issue. As you can see right here, it'll let you know there's an issue with this. So it'll give you like an option before you could publish it. It'll give you an option to give you a heads up, so you could like mute the song, delete the song, replace the song, right? It'll give you that option. But if you don't feel like doing all that, you could just publish it anyway, but be aware it won't be monetized. Again, this is new. They're still working on it. Will be out in a few weeks, very, very soon. This will be out in a few weeks to help creators put videos out properly, so like that they could get monetized and get money. I can't hardly wait for it. With that said, guys, like always, our YouTube love y'all. Stand by for more updates.